Right, okay, so I cut this piece out for the brim, but now all for the next section, I forgot to record me bending it. There was just a lot of back and forth. Obviously as the pattern I cut it out, there's just a lot of back and forth getting these two pieces matched up very nicely. Still a bit of fine tuning to do. This is quite a bit of a back and forth process, but yeah, there's still quite a bit of nitty-gritties that I need to work out before it's even close to coming together. So for the pattern for this part here, you can't go on the set pattern either, just purely because of this might vary. So there's no set pattern. This one you have to obviously make per helmet, but it's very straightforward. So yeah, so what I'm going to carry on doing, I'm going to carry on matching it up to this helmet here, and then the next step would be to start also tack weld them on, spot weld them on, and then we can go from there. So yeah, so in the next part you'll see is I will be tack welding it out so we can weld them together with this helmet. Yeah, this 2.5mm steel doesn't move very easily. Even my strong nibbler here struggles with it. Bending it's not easy either. But yeah, so next clip I will be tack welding it onto here. Okay, so now what you can see is I've put the collar section onto the helmet, and I've welded and cleaned up the welds. Right. So the best way I found is obviously you get it rough fit as close as you possibly can to one another. Then what you do is you take, or I did, I took this clamp over here, and as I went around I clamped it up so that will bring it up. I tack weld, move it on, tack weld, move it on, tack weld, move it on, and tack weld. Then I could bring the whole collar into, or the collar section into, make it flush with the other part, and then I welded the whole thing up, and now we go. So now it's all welded up. Don't worry too much about these edges here. That's going to come in refining, opening the visor section. So there we go. We've got the collar section welded up. Now what I'm going to move back over to the forge, so I can refine the shape up of this collar, smooth it out a little bit, get it going very nicely. So you'll see that will be the next step, is working that out. Plus the good thing to do is when I heat this up, it's going to relieve the stresses caused by the weld, because obviously when you weld you form heat stresses around where you're welding, because it's very isolated, the heat. So now that will hopefully relieve some of the stresses in the helmet. There we go. So let's move on to that step now. And there we go. Don't know if you can see that very nicely, but I've given it a nice bit of a curve compared to the flat angle it was, and now it's given a bit of space for the back of the neck. Great.